Alright, we're gonna film a video. Gotta psych myself up, my battery's gonna die, so I gotta film this quick. Welcome to another video. Ding! Today, we're going to be filming, me. Alright, so this video is going to be a crash course in college. I've decided that I really want to kind of make a tips and tricks and pro tips and a what not to bring and advice, a blah 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 blah, whatever you want to call it. This is that video. I have 3 sections. We've got the stuff to bring, stuff not to bring, item specific section. We've got the lifestyle section, so just basic lifestyle tips, things that are kind of like just helpful things to know. And then my personal favorite section, I have dubbed it the harsh reality section, and this essentially is just like the doesn't fit in any other category, but somebody needs to slap you in the face with the truth part. Stuff to bring! Wow! That's what this is. If you think you need it, you don't. There's the obvious stuff. There's your pillows, your blankets, your blah 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 blah, things to survive and keep your body healthy. So those couple of things that nobody really thinks about, or you just are completely unaware that it totally exists. Number one thing I say is cleaning products in general. Just get you a box of Clorox wipes. You can wipe down everything. A broom if you have tile or wood floors, or a vacuum if you have wood or a rug. Because the small space, if you're a girl and you have hair, it's gonna get hairy and gross and dirty. Number whatever also is a rug. That kind of plays into the whole vacuum thing. Rugs make your room so homey. It really helps, especially when your room looks kind of depressing. The rug really livens it up. Trust me, anybody who walked into me and my roommate's room last year was like, oh my gosh, your room's so homey. And I swear by the fact that it was because we had a rug and because we're cute. A reusable water bottle, that's very handy. I've got like 5 sitting around me right now, no joke. It's great because you don't have to buy water bottles. It's great because you're saving the planet. And you need to drink a lot of water. Just drinking water in general is important, and just having a reusable water bottle on hand is great and awesome, and water's free, kind of. So it just works out. It's a good thing to have. Extra sheets when you get sick or you get something on your bed, you know, you're eating your mac and cheese and you just dump the cup of Easy Mac on your bed, you're gonna be really sad if you don't have sheets. So having an extra pair of the sheets. Into your school, I'm sure they will tell you, they're twin size beds, but they're not always regular. Sometimes they're twin extra long, but I do know there are some schools that have just regular twin size beds, not the twin extra long. So make sure you note which size. I know a lot of people are like, make sure to get twin extra long. Well, you know, what if it's not twin extra long? Then you'd be screwed. So make sure you have the appropriate size sheets. Mattress topper also, while we're on the bed thing, really great to have some extra cush between you and the prison bed that has been given to you for a year later. Another item that you might not think of is something to hold your ID and your student card. Different schools do it different ways, but general consensus is that you have your student ID, which either holds your food money, like extra, like express, swag bucks, whatever you want to call it, your face, of course, and a way to identify you as a student of the university. Found it's really great to have it on some kind of keys. A lot of times if I'm on campus, I'm not even carrying my actual wallet around at all, so I have like my student ID. This is my high school ID, but I found at the bookstore this clear plastic thing. It's like half the size of a card, and I've just got a carabiner and a keychain on it. And what I would do is I put my room key on it, my dorm key on there, because we had, you know, keys. And then the ID card slides in there, and then you've got it all on the same little thing, and that can hook onto your bag. I always just put it in my pocket, and that way you can just have it easy handy and access because this is your life. I wouldn't leave anywhere without this in my phone, and that's what I did. Kind of a quick do not bring list. Of course, each university has its own rules about what can have and have not bring, can and cannot bring in the building. Things that there's just some things you just purely don't need. One is like an ironing board and iron. My roommate had one. It stayed in the plastic all year behind her desk. We never opened it. And unless you know you have formal wear that you'll be wearing regularly and need to iron, you don't need it. Don't bring it. It's not worth it. Another thing added onto that list is extra big furniture. Dorm rooms are so small that you're not going to have a lot of room for it unless you know for sure. If you live close enough to home, leave the big stuff at home and then decide whether or not you want to bring it. Now we're going to do some lifestyle tips. And I don't like the word tips. Lifestyle, advice, general consensus, whatever. Most of these things that I'm about to say are from my own personal experiences and all of my friends' experiences. So I kind of polled all of my friends. I asked them, I was like, what is some advice you would give to college freshmen? And these are kind of some of the things that they've told me. Now, this isn't like word for word. I've kind of combined a lot of what people say because all of it, of course, kind of was related. But these are people who are different ages, different genders, and at different schools in different levels and different fields. So hopefully that will kind of give lots of well-rounded answers to help with anybody's concerns. One of the biggest things is study ahead of time, and don't just study ahead of time like the night before. Study days in advance, and don't cram so much. Do little bits at a time over a longer course of time because it'll commit it to your long-term memory, and then you'll be more likely to remember it down the road and on the test. Don't procrastinate. Find a good place to study. A good place to study doesn't mean with your friends always. It means somewhere that you can be productive, focused, and learning. For some people, it has to be absolutely quiet, and a place like a library really provides that. And for others, they need general background noise, kind of coffee shop noise. So a coffee shop's really great. And for others, they just like to be in the comfort of their home, which is great. Personally, I don't get work done when I'm in my room because then I'm like, oh, a bed, sleep, oh, food, oh, Netflix, and then nothing gets done. Check your email frequently. Seems kind of like a weird one, and it seems like something that you would think everybody would do, but you'd be surprised. A lot of times the university will send out memos about weather and changes in scheduling and just different things that are happening on campus. But not only that, the teachers, a lot of times professors will email you and be like, yo, no class today, or yo, you can turn this in, or hey, this is what's happening. And if you're not checking your email, you don't know those things, and you end up at your 8 o'clock class when class was canceled and you could be in bed. Try and go out and do things and do fun things. It's okay to take a break from studying. Yes, college, you're there to learn. That's the thing. But also, a whole big part of college is the experience. And I've seen it time and time again through friends and family. Make friends, have fun, do things, don't spend all your time in your room. Along those lines, also be bold and confident in everything you do. Sometimes that means going to something alone. And trust me, I hate going to do things alone. I don't even like to go down and do my laundry by myself. It's that bad. But if you get over that and just go and do things and go to activities even when there's nobody else there for you to go to, you'll end up meeting somebody and talking and having fun, and you'll be a whole lot better off because of that. Exercise, really important that you exercise. I wouldn't make that your main focus. Obviously, you're already walking around and doing things, and you're already staying fairly active, but be self-conscious of that, because freshman 15 is real for some people, and be conscious. Now here is my personal favorite section: harsh realities. Go to class. Everyone feels just as awkward as you do. I promise. You're not the only one that feels like you're doing the wrong thing or not in the right place. Go with the flow. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to be a freshman and ask where something is, because odds are you're gonna end up lost and look a little weird anyways walking in late, so might as well not be late and have asked somebody where a room or a building is. Space is limited and your room is gonna be so small. It's just a factor of it, so don't bring all your clothes. Don't bring all your winter clothes. You have like Thanksgiving, fall break, even if you're, especially if you're in the South, if by the time you go home for Christmas, you're not gonna need your winter coat. So plan ahead. Don't bring everything that you possibly could need in the world, because trust me, you're not gonna need it. You're gonna wear the same 5 t-shirts anyway, so don't bring all 100 of your collector's edition Star Wars t-shirts at me. When you struggle, now this is a big thing that my friend said. When you struggle, it's okay. You're supposed to struggle. College is freaking hard, but you have to accept within yourself that it's okay to struggle and that it's okay to ask for help. And as long as you're learning something from that process of like that trial, you're learning and you're doing better than the person who's just kind of like cruising through life. In the middle of stress, stay true to yourself. Still have a little bit of fun. Don't forget who you are and don't lose your identity. Your identity's not found in your schoolwork, and don't let that bog you down, because it's really easy to get in a place where you're kind of just so focused on that's all you can see, and then you look up and you realize you're not really truly living anymore. So don't forget to kind of refocus and take a step back and look at what you're doing and where you are and make sure you're in a good place. Oh, that's right, that's what you're gonna do to college, because I just told you how to win at life. Thank you so much for watching my lovely video. I hope it wasn't too long or confusing. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And just thank you so much for taking your time to make it to the very, 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 very end of my video. Please subscribe and like and all that jazz. Check out some of my other videos. I've done a couple other college-related videos. And of course, thank you so much to all the friends who lent me their advice and opinions about things. It really helps to broaden my knowledge about other people's experiences. Thank you so much for watching.